Shay and I, when we first started allowing the kids to work with the businesses, it became very evident that they needed to learn a work ethic, and that we had a great opportunity on hand for us to allow them to see us working, but then to also get their involvement.
Are you ready? Let's go!
So the agenda today, we're doing a birthday party. Drive-by birthday party.
We have a bunch of balloons that we're going to throw out the window.
Throw balloons out the window. And then we're going to do a drive-through pickup lunch from Jersey Mike's. And we got to pick some dirt up. My mom built some raised beds. Mom and Dad did.
Singular.
Raised bed, big one.
A big one, really big one.
We're going to pick some dirt up for them and take it out to their house in the dump trailer. And we're going to head back to the house after that. What are we doing? Working on some firewood.
We were going to get drinks from Jersey Mike's, but they only have bottled drinks, so we're going to Sonic! Yay! What's y'all's favorite drink from Sonic? Put it below in the comments. I like strawberry water and strawberry limeade. I like ocean water and cherry limeade. I just like cherry limeade.
When I'm being really good, I like a large lemon berry water. Basically, it's water with a couple of lemon wedges and there's strawberry chunks that they put like in there. Ooh, strawberry slushes. But when I'm not being really good, I really like a large Coke.
My favorite's the lemon berry water.
When we wake,
All drinks and something.
hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight.
All right, everybody, along here we go with the day. We're heading out to my parents' house. The kids, grandparents, challenge. We have guessed how long it will take to get there and what time it will be. The kids made their guess, and me and Mama made our guess. If the kids win, we're renting Trolls tonight. Family movie night.
Not family.
It is family. We're watching it. We're paying for it.
No, not family. Just
It's a family movie night. Don't listen to those guys. They don't know what they're talking about.
So rude.
If me and Mama win, we're leaving the kids at the house by themselves to go on a date.
No.
They can, we'll be fine. We're gonna go on a picnic date. So that's the deal.
If you go by yourself, then we don't get to do anything by ourselves. We get to have
McCoy wants to go on our date with us. He's always wanted to be right by his mama.
You're never gonna pull into it. Yay! We get to watch Trolls.
Who won?
Us.
We got there at what time?
12:24.
All right, good job, guys. You're on the right. So today, what we did was, we had some things to do. We were taking dirt out to my parents' house for raised beds, and we were planning on coming home. The whole plan was to come home and cut wood, so we were not paying our kids for that. They knew that going into it up front. They will ask, are we getting paid for this? And sometimes they'll say, yeah, we can get paid for this, or no, you're not getting paid today. You're working because we're cutting wood to provide heat for our house in the winter, and for my mother-in-law, Courtney's mom, and maybe some to give to my parents, or maybe some other people that need it. So,
And would you believe
I can't believe it.
they enjoyed it? They had an assembly line going. Miller was driving, and the boys were rotating. McCoy was in charge of the wood press and the splitter. Yeah.
Running the splitter.
Yeah, and
We
so
still have all our fingers.
we have all our
Hold
fingers.
these up. You still
But
got
you know,
them?
I think it's important too that you teach them a valuable work ethic as well, because they saw these huge trees that were taken down for us to build a shop, and then those trees were turned into smaller pieces of logs that Shane cut with a chainsaw, and then seeing them split, and then they created this really cool wall of firewood down there. So seeing a process too really does a lot for kids' mentality, to see that their work does pay off and that it is for something, there's a goal in mind.
Now the question for you today is, do you pay your kids to work? And I guess that's our question too.
Yeah.
We've thought about different ways to go about that, and sometimes we do. It's not very often. I think I've been thinking about it. If we pay our kids to work, normally it's something that we really want them to focus on learning. So if we pay them, it's an incentive for them to actually learn how to do something, how to learn how to do a skill or a trait. But for the most part, we don't. And that's just kind of our personal preference.
Well, and we've gone back and forth. For instance, like the kids enjoy a chore chart where they can mark off chores. For me, I think it's part of your expectancy. We expect that of you. If you're gonna live here, your meals are made, your clothes, your laundry is done. And
although she's teaching them how to do all that stuff.
And this whole pandemic has really opened my eyes up, both of our eyes up really, to the kids need to be self-sufficient.
I remember a long time ago, I was probably 7 or 8 years old, and I talked to some of my friends at school, and they were telling me that they got allowances.
Yeah.
And I came home and I asked my dad, I said, Dad, can I get allowance? He said, well, sure, what do you think would be fair? And I said, well, most of the kids in my school get about $10 a week. And he said, well, yeah, that'd be great. We can do $10 a week, but let me add up, what it costs to live here and what it costs to feed you and clothe you. And by the time he added all that up, he said, Shane, you're gonna owe me money every week.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm okay with not getting an allowance, Dad. So that has kind of stuck with me over the years. Is like, as parents, we provide for the children living here, and that is a benefit for them. Like, they can't go produce for themselves, but so they need to understand that those things aren't just given to them, so they are expected to do things around here to a certain degree.
One thing that we have enforced, and it has kind of allowed for Miller to earn some money. She'll go around, some of our neighbors, she'll go pull weeds at my mom's house, or she'll go over to our neighbor's house and ask if she has limbs and things that she needs picked up. Is that she's decided she wants to go to summer camp this summer, and it is not something that we feel comfortable paying full price for. Do we think that the camp is worth it? Probably, absolutely. It's
valuable.
It's very valuable, but it also is allowing us to see, is she really invested in wanting to go to this camp? And so we came to the decision as a family that she would pay half of it, and that we would pay the other half. And she has saved her birthday money, she saved her Christmas money, and believe me, there are a lot of things that she has wanted to spend that money on, but she has had this goal in mind because it's something that she really, really wants. And so I think it's been really cool to see, even at the young age of 11, her being intentional about saving, because she has something very specific in mind that she wants to spend that on. And it's not a product, which I love, it's actually an experience.
Yes.
And so that is something for us that we felt like was worthwhile.
Yeah, and lastly, unless you have something else to say.
Nope.
A Bible verse that's always stuck out with me is Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for man. And for me, I've had to a lot of times put myself out of it. A lot of times I want to take the credit and say, okay, I did something great, I did something good. But what that believes, if you believe the Bible, and we do, is that we're not working for ourselves, we're not working for anybody else. If we consistently work towards the Lord, then you're going to work better than you would work if you're working for a man, for yourself, or for your own glory, or anything like that. And so that's one thing that we're trying to build into our kids too. All right, guys, that's it for today. Please like, share, subscribe, do all those fancy things. If you see that button and it's not highlighted, just click it. That's the like button.
Also, if you have an idea or a suggestion for a video you want our family to do,
yes,
we're open to those.
And put in the comments, do you pay your kids? And what do you pay your kids for? What are some creative things that you guys do for us, for our sake, and for everybody else that watches it and reads the comments? Throw it in there. What do? You pay your kids? Do you not pay your kids? Do you sometimes pay your kids? Do you have a structure? Do you have a chore chart? How is that structured? I think we can all learn from one another. So
Give us your ideas.
All right.
Have a blessed day.